Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man X. In the last episode, we defeated the Chill Penguin, and then we went on and defeated the Storm Eagle there. And now we're just going to go ahead and jump right in to Flame Mammoth here. He's a mammoth, he's got flame. Not the most creative naming in this game, but they never really have been. But that's okay. We forgive them anyway. So you'll notice here that there's a lot of ice in this, for a guy that's called Flame Mammoth, there's a lot of ice in here. And that's because we went out of order and defeated Chill Penguin first. In this game, when you beat certain Mavericks, they'll have effects on other stages. Which is going to be very handy for us here, because like this would all be lava. We couldn't touch here. That would suck. Fire would come up. And so first thing we're going to try and do is we're going to try and dash jump up to those black blocks up there, and somehow use our helmet upgrade with our feet to break through those blocks. Trying to really explain or talk about in the last episode, but it's all on screen. It breaks blocks with your head and somehow your feet. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to try. It's going to take a while. Probably going to cut out a little bit. There we go. No, 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 no. Oh, sometimes it just, it'll just get stuck like that, and then you're just screwed. You just gotta die if you mess up and fall down, because there's no way to get back up. But, so now we get X-Buster. Now we get the X-Buster upgrade. Oh my gosh. Good thing I'm not trying to speak on camera or anything like that. So, not only will this let us supercharge our regular X-Buster, it will let us charge up all of our enemy weapons that we pick up along the way, which is definitely going to be handy for some certain situations. It's not always super handy, not always super useful, but there are definitely situations where it makes you very glad to have that. I love the way that looks, like a little DNA strand kind of a thing. The next thing we're going to do is head down around on the bottom, which we couldn't do if we hadn't defeated Chill Penguin. Another reason we did that out of order. Pick up our heart container. So, now we're going to try and make our way up. So you can kind of like hit both B and A to jump and do a super jump away, like dash away. There we go. So you get up here to where the metals are. What's it called? Yeah, whatever. So not only do we get a 1-up, which is kind of useful since I aided on Storm Eagle there, but once again, breaking the head capsule, the head upgrade parts with our feet. Pick up our second energy tank. Sub-energy tank, I guess. So now we'll finish going over to the right. Up that wall again to the right. Through all these minor Joes. I don't know. They're not really hammered. Whatever. Once again, can't go under there. Crusher, watch out for that. Those little blue energy pills that I'm picking up, those are for your weapons. In case you didn't know, because I haven't used a weapon so far. Those haven't really been relevant, and they're not going to be super relevant. I don't use a lot of the weapons throughout the different stages. It's just, there's nothing really like the metal blade that I personally, use all the time. I just charge up the... Gosh, dang it. Alright. So now we get to our next boss star, and we are actually going to equip our Storm Tornado here. Because that is Flame Mammoth's weakness. I don't understand that, considering, like, maybe it's just, like, super strong wind will put out the fire. But, oxygen helps fire out, generally. Kind of thrives off of it. The Storm Tornado is so nice because it will hit multiple times on certain enemies. Not always on Flame Mammoth, but depending on how far away you are and what his animation cycle is like, he can get hit twice by it. Like there. And he's done. So as you can see, it didn't really do anything other than just cause massive damage to him. And by that I mean like 4 damage, I think it was, which is better than like the 2 or 3 that a charged Mega Buster would do. So for defeating him, we get the Fire Wave. It's just like a little flamethrower kind of weapon. This is what Chill Penguin is weak against. But obviously we already defeated him. We are going to go back in here real quick because there is a heart tank in here we have not gotten. We do need the flame weapon to get that. But there's, that's one thing you can get by doing it the normal way. That's and then you have to backtrack for like 4 different things. Okay, maybe I shouldn't just try and. Yeah, shouldn't just try and power through there and talk at the same time. So, back outside the ice cave, we are on the giant robot. Boom. Destroy that, jump over. And we are going to go up here. There is our heart container for this stage. And I see the blue one fills weapons. So we can go in here, we can use our escape unit, our exit, to exit the stage, because we've already defeated the boss, so there's no reason to continue going on through there. So, now that we're fully caught up with the order where we started in the middle, we're going to go to the Spark Mandrill stage. Easily the most broken boss with his weakness. But you'll see here in a second, there's been some damage done to his stage as well. After we defeated the Storm Eagle, the ship that we were on there crashed into Spark Mandrill's power plant, destroying part of it, causing the power to go a little haywire. I'm trying to remember if I'm going the right way or not. I think I'm going. I don't know, I'm just trusting my instincts to take me through this. So my instincts are either guiding me to the upgrade we can't get. Yeah, guided me there. You can see there's a sub-tank there. We can't get that yet. We're going to have to come back for that in quite a few stages. I was supposed to go up. But yeah, it's kind of annoying, lights flashing on and off, but that's what happens. It's part of the game. So now I get these guys just shooting through, trying to dash into us. In this part of the stage, they're not too annoying. Most of the time, they're not anywhere they're actually going to hit you, except for like that one time where I got hit. Big surprise. And there, which can kill you if you are not careful. So try and avoid that, unlike me. Come across a mini-boss here. Those little things will zap you. Now, see, normally here he'd be shocking the ground, but again, since we've messed with the power, it doesn't work. I'm actually going to pull out the fire wave here. I usually just dash through those. I don't know, I use the fire wave because it's just constant damage right on him. I don't know if it's necessarily his weakness. I've also seen people use the Storm Tornado. Probably works just as well, maybe even better. I don't know. That's just something that I use from my childhood. That's what I've always used. Unlike Mega Man Classic games, you just heard the beep from me picking that up, signifying that it went towards a weapon. I did that because in Mega Man X series, unlike the classics, they will automatically go towards whatever weapon is the lowest, which is very nice. That was one of the things I didn't like about the classic series when I started playing, was that I had to constantly switch to whatever weapon I wanted to fill it with. And if you do switch to a weapon, even if it's not the lowest, it'll refill it. So you can decide if you know you don't need a certain weapon throughout the rest of the stage. That one up. So here, I usually like to switch to Storm Tornado, just to take this guy out, just because they do multiple hits on them. It's just kind of handy. Oh, as you saw, a regular Buster will take them out. A fully charged Buster will take them out. Not a problem. I just always like to take the time. As you can see here, those light B guys will be a little more of an inconvenience here, but here we are at Spark Mandrill stage boss. Switch to our Shotgun Ice, and you can observe the brokenness of this boss fight. It's kind of an intimidating looking boss. Those are intimidating looking, but every time he puts his hands down, just freeze him, and he basically can't do anything. You have to jump over those sparks every once in a while if you're paying attention. Heck, or not, just get hit. It's not going to make a difference. But he just basically stands there and does nothing until he's dead. But yeah, I kind of agree that that's definitely broken, and I don't prefer that. It's kind of fun to have one boss in the game that's like that. But I do like some of the different effects that the weapons will do when the Maverick is weak against them. But for defeating the Spark Mandrill there, we get the Electric Spark, just those purple energy spark bolts that he shot out, only smaller. So now we will definitely go ahead and move on to the Armored Armadillo. So, this is an interesting little stage. I like this stage with these little mine carts. This area right here, you'll see me come back to do some grinding. That bat right there, you can do some life grinding off of. They look like the bats from the Mega Man Classic series. Wow, I'm getting really lucky with that. I mean, they have for some reason they have a higher drop rate of lives, but I've never seen them drop lives in a row like this, I don't think. I'm just not remembering them doing it. Maybe that always does it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm on the Wii U version. Something with the emulations doing it. Ah, there we go. It didn't drop one that time. But anyway, oh, gosh. Okay, that's 9 lives. I'm maxed out on lives. I wasn't really planning on doing that. It just kind of happened. So. Oh, gosh. I mean, wow. Okay. Hopefully my luck's starting to turn around. So yeah, lots of ostriches in this stage, lots of bats. So we are on a mine. Ostriches are on mine. I don't know. I don't know what their logic of putting that enemy there. So you'll see this enemy here. His front spike, I believe, is a one-hit KO. But behind him is our third energy tank. If you catch up to him, defeat them. Just go around the metals. It is possible to kill this guy. Not super important because he will kill himself if you don't. A little bit later, we'll probably kill him at some point. There's going to be another one on this stage. Nothing really necessarily gained by killing him, but he's one of Sigma's evil minions. Why not? Lots of spikes. Got to be careful in this stage that you don't accidentally get hit and then get knocked back onto the spikes, because they're a one-hit KO. Jeez. A lot of bats, all dead. I love these minecarts. They're just fun to run. I like it there when it just kind of slides out from underneath you and slides back on. But here we are once again going to meet up with one of these guys. I usually once again use the flame weapon here. to take him out. You can slide down the other wall and race up ahead of him. But if he gets past here before you get to, you're not going to be able to get this heart tank. But we'll ride this minecart here. Fight these fine dive-bombing birds along the way. And if you're low on life, up here is a energy thing. It's kind of an interesting little area. Maybe we'll see that again later. But slide down the wall here. Actually, we're going to leave this charged up. Come into the boss room. We're of course, going to switch to our new spark weapon. Start off with usually, yep, he jumps into there. So you can let your spark go, and he will lose his armor. So now he's just a robotic armadillo, and now you just kind of cheese him because it locks him into this pattern for the most part. And ta-da! If you don't knock off that armor, if you're trying to do it with like the Mega Buster, he's a lot harder. He's a lot more frames where he's invincible due to his armor. So it's handy to have that energy spark to knock off his armor. So we get the rolling shield. Kind of actually one of my favorite abilities, our weapons in this game. I don't know, it's just fun and interesting having a shield weapon that's attack. I know you've got like the leaf shield and stuff like in the classics, and the junk shield in 7. But the rolling shield, just because you can charge it up to an actual shield, I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing, I don't know. But that's going to be it for this episode. Tune in next time when we fight one of the 3 that are left.